First off, like the name that we have, you know, it's Black Jesus and the Experimentalists, and has no preference to race or anything of that sort. Just the fact that I have a black guitar with a sticker of Jesus on it, and really when you think about the concept of Jesus, he really tried to bring all the people together. So that's all we're trying to do with our music.
It's just about keeping an open mind, you know, like, you know, it's kind of like a statement, like low key, like, you know, like Jesus didn't have to be white, you know, so it's just like a statement, like with our music, you know, just keep your mind open, you know, trying to expand minds with what we do and just have a good time, you know, it's all about good vibes and all that good stuff.
First thing that I think we can both say we agreed on is that we love blues, and for the reason being, like, a girl came up to me the other day, and I'm describing this with this because of the fact that she said, you know, in blues I found that depending on how long a person holds a note, that's how much pain they experience. And she told me that's why she liked my music. And when I think about the fact that we both love like the love era, 60s and 70s, you know, 50s, 60s and 70s in music, it was all, they didn't know where they were going with it. They just knew how it made them feel when they were doing it and how it made other people react. So we're like, you know, oh, you like blues? I like blues. Oh, who do you like? You like Robin Trower? I like Jimi Hendrix. I like Jimi Hendrix too. So it like started like that, and then we jammed. And I think the one thing that really got us was, I think the articulation, like between the notes that we pick a lot of the same notes to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, even though he plays bass and I play guitar, he probably could switch around and play guitar and I play bass and we'll still do the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So it's definitely it's just trying to be yourself the most you can. And if you can describe it, if we could describe it, we would say, you know, we feel the blues. We feel the blues, and that comes in more than one aspect.
Yeah. Another influence would definitely be, like, you know, there's like a big surge of electronic music with like synths and drum pads and all that stuff, and it's like, that was my favorite. It's like, I mean, I respect it. I'm not bashing it on any level, but it's just like, you know, like, I don't want people to forget the feeling, man. The feeling that comes from like live musicians doing their thing, putting their heart out, playing it, you know, and just like a bunch, like, honestly, this band is pretty much just vibes. Like,
we had one practice yesterday, you know what I mean? Like,
every show, like, there's a couple of tracks that are the same, but every show's unique because it's always like the vibes that we're getting off from the crowd and we're giving each other. So every show's a little different. Pretty much like 50% of it is different and 50% of it's like we built it around so you could recognize it. It's like, oh, we got something, and like so people can hold on to, you know, so they can keep coming back. It's like, oh, like I remember that song. But then another part of it is like, but to keep it fresh, you know, like, oh, here we go, like there's something coming new, you know, so it gives them an incentive to come back. And that's what I'm trying to say about the electronic music, you know, like, you program something, it's always gonna be the same, you know. But we're playing,
doing it.
But we're playing it, and it's gonna change, you know. Like maybe we're gonna pick it up, maybe we're gonna slow it down. You don't know, and that's just how we do it, you know.
Exactly. Even though we're 2 members short, we started our show out with just, you know, just bass and drums, you know what I mean? And the track was entitled, you know, Drum and Bass, simply for the fact that, you know, there was drums and a bass. But I like the fact that, you know, even though we didn't have all of our full vibe with, you know, the 2 members missing, we still tried to bring as much of it as we could. And Robert Plant said it the best, you know, he said, you paid your money, now I want you to groove. It's just love, you know, like, it's just really love, because music brings people back from, you know, like, I have a song about being homeless. You know, a lot of people don't really know what it is like to be homeless, you know, and I've been homeless several times in my life, but it's not for me. It's for those who have been. It's for those who want to feel like, dang, you know what, nobody feels how I feel right now, but these dudes do. Why? Because we're trying to play music for you to feel and for you to understand that we're coming from the same place as you are. You know what I mean? Struggle. We're going to be having shows coming up within the next few weeks, and like, they're going to be coming hard. And when I say coming hard, I mean we're going to be bringing the feeling, regardless of how you guys feel. We're going to make you feel. So God is good.